Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with other intriguing stories surrounding our Super Eagles and their players. Before I do that, if you're new on this platform, let's do us a necessity together quickly. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Like this video and share it to other social media platforms. Please don't forget to drop your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. As usual, your only Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Omo, straightforward. Let's get into the stories and talk extensively from the camp of our very own Ademola Lookman. Real Madrid have Kylian Mbappe, Barcelona have Lamine Yamal, Atletico Madrid we have Lookman. Lookman yesterday delivered a decisive moment for his club side, Atletico Madrid, at the Real Metropolitano as they beat Barcelona by 3-2 on aggregate. They've sealed their spots into the semi-final of the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League. Everything started from the 4th minute. Lamine Yamal opened the scoreline. He broke the virginity of the game. Initially, in the first game, Atletico Madrid defeated Barcelona at their own backyard by 2-0. So this was the right moment for them to have the remontada, coming in for a deep comeback against Atletico Madrid. On the 24th minute, Ferran Torres scored the second goal to level the tie on aggregate. And on the 31st minute, there was the man to create that decisive moment for his club side, Atletico Madrid, Ademola Lookman. He had a consolation goal for Atletico Madrid as they were being defeated by 2-1 on aggregate. It ended up 3 goals for Atletico Madrid, 2 goals for Barcelona, sealing their spots into the semi-final stage of the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League. So this was the very description of the game between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona yesterday. And Ademola Lookman has now written his name in the Nigerian football history when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. The first one is that he has become the 4th Super Eagles player to score in the quarterfinal stage in the history of the UEFA Champions League. The first one was our very own Obafemi Martins in the year 2006, where he scored for his club side, Inter Milan, against Villarreal. They see the spots into the semi-final stage. The second one is Samuel Chukwueze in 2023. He scored a late winner for his club side, AC Milan, against Bayern Munich, and they also see the spots into the semi-final stage. The third player is our very own Victor Osimhen. He scored for his club side, then time was Napoli against Villarreal, and they didn't make it to the semi-final stage of the 2023-2024 UEFA Champions League. And the 4th player to score for his club side in the quarterfinal stage of the UEFA Champions League as a Nigerian is our very own Ademola Lookman, scoring yesterday for Atletico Madrid against Barcelona. So this is the first history about Ademola Lookman in the history book of Nigeria football. Now the second one is that he has become the 3rd all-time Nigerian top scorer when it comes to the history of the UEFA Champions League. Victor Osimhen is the first person. He has scored 16 goals in the history of the UEFA Champions League. And the second player is Obafemi Martins. He has scored 9 goals in the history of the UEFA Champions League. Ademola Lookman is the 3rd player in the history of the UEFA Champions League as a Nigerian to score 8 goals. So that is quick one about the history, statistics, and numbers of Ademola Lookman. Briefly, let's check out his numbers yesterday against Barcelona at the Real Metropolitano. Quickly, let's check it out on the screen so you can see everything that he played on the 66 minutes and he was being substituted. He had a rating of 7.7 out of 10.0. And there is a vivid description of all the numbers you have to know about Lookman. He scored a goal, expected goal 0.83, assist 0, expected assist 0.27, big chances created 1, key passes 2, crosses in terms of accuracy 0, accurate passes 13 out of 14, representing 93%. Passes in opposition half 6 out of 6, representing 100%. Passes in own half 7 out of 8. In terms of tackles, in terms of defensive contributions, in terms of interceptions, clearances, block shots, recoveries. You can have a full glare on your screens with his numbers yesterday for his club side, Atletico Madrid, against Barcelona at the Real El Metropolitano with a rating of 7.7 out of 10.0 without decisive moments for his club side, Atletico Madrid. They are now into the semi-final of the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League. So this is it about Ademola Lookman, our very own. Let me also talk about Michael Olabode Kayode. This is a player a lot of Nigerians are expecting him in the Super Eagles team. Briefly, let me talk about his background checks and who he is and how best he will be fit into the Super Eagles team. He was born on the 10th of July, 2004. Currently, he's 21 years of age. He plays his club football for Brentford in the English Premier League. Predominantly, he plays as a right back. He can play as a left midfielder and also as a left back, same as a right midfielder. So this is a vivid description of his places and positions on the field of play for his club side, Brentford in the English Premier League. He was born in Italy to Nigerian parents and is a player for Italy national under 21. Despite his current status as a key and a dominant right back in the English Premier League, he is playing for Italy national under 21. According to the reports that I have, he is on the radar of head coach of the Super Eagles, Mr. Eric Sekuchel, and he has even scheduled a meeting with him in a month's time just after the 2025-2026 season at London. He will meet him to discuss and have further talks as to how he can convince him to switch from Italy and play for the Super Eagles in our subsequent matches. However, the reports coming in suggest that all these talks scheduled to take place between Mr. Eric Sekuchel and Michael Kayode has suffered a setback. At this moment, the agents of Michael Kayode believe and also very conspicuous and confident that the interim head coach of the Italy national team, Silvio Bardani, who is their under 21 coach, he has gotten to know who Michael Kayode is. And as he's coming in with a rebuilding process for Italy to get their stance in international football, he will be calling Michael Kayode for the very first time in the history of Italy football. So that is the latest updates coming in concerning whether Michael Kayode can be convinced by Mr. Eric Sekuchel to play for the Super Eagles in our subsequent matches, or he will be lured by his agents to play for Italy national team, as he believes and is very confident that he will get called up under the interim head coach of the Italy national team, Silvio Bardani. Let's see how things will be. But that is a brief thing coming in from how he will be able to play for the Super Eagles or not. Quickly, let's check out his numbers for you to know how best he will be fit into the Super Eagles team. So this is a quick one about Michael Kayode for Brentford in the English Premier League. In the last 5 matches, he has been very consistent. On the 28th of February, 3rd of March, 16th of March, 21st of March, 11th of April was his last game for his club side, Brentford. Average rating of 6.89. Now with the numbers and heat map on your screen, based on the season heat map, he has started 31 out of 31 appearances for Brentford. Minutes per game, 88. Total minutes played, 2,724. Attacking prowess, let's look at his attacking contribution, same as his defensive reliability. Goals scored 1, assists 1, goals per game 0.03, total shots on targets per game, penalty conversion, everything you need to know about him this season for his club side, Brentford, his passing attributes and also his defensive reliability. You can see everything on your screens. These are the brief numbers of Michael Olabode Kayode, who is in line to play for the Super Eagles, as whether he will be convinced by Mr. Eric Sekuchel or he will be convinced by the interim head coach of Italy national team, Silvio Bardini. Let's see how things will be. Whatever it is about his nationality switch, I will keep you updated on this platform. I can't talk about all these stories concerning Nigerian football without talking about our preparation for the 2026 Unity Cup tournament scheduled to take place in London from the 26th to the 31st of May 2026. The first game for the Super Eagles will be against Zimbabwe. Then we wait from the winner between India and Jamaica. Then you get to know as to whether we can defend this Unity Cup tournament. We won it in 2025 And with the latest reports that I have, suggest that some new players and other faces will be showing in through this Unity Cup tournament for the Super Eagles. Of course, it has been confirmed by the head coach of the Super Eagles, Monsieur Eric Sekuchel, that at least again, new players and French players will be coming through in this Unity Cup tournament, same as dual nationals who are eligible to play for the Super Eagles. Let's see whether Michael Olabade, Kayode'S will be coming through and others. But I have 3 players that were parts of the Super Eagles team at the just ended 2025 AFCON tournaments that will be part of the squad list. Ebenezer Akin-Samiru, on loan from Inter Milan at Pisa Football Club. The latest reports suggest that he's part of the squad list for this Unity Cup tournament. Same as Salim Fago, who is also part of the Super Eagles team and will be part of the Super Eagles team in the Unity Cup tournament. And the next player is Tochukwu Inadi of Marseille. So that is the latest report coming in. These 3 players, let me reiterate. Ebenezer Akin-Samiru of Pisa Football Club. We also have Salim Fago coming in from Victoria Pleasant in Czech Republic. Tochukwu Inadi from Marseille. These are players that Monsieur Eric Sekuchel is planning to give them some enough minutes to come by so that you get to know whether they are ready for the matches against Poland and Portugal in early June 2026. Of course, if they are competitive enough, then you can give them another chance in these matches to know whether they will be fit into the Super Eagles team in our subsequent matches. So these are the latest exclusives surrounding our Super Eagles preparing for the 2026 Unity Cup defense in London. And that is a brief one surrounding Nigerian football. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shoutouts to these amazing commenters. Special shoutouts coming into Mr. Peter Usai. I do appreciate your support. Isaac Obajemu, I do appreciate your support. Ajala Yola, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Saminu Adeleyemo and to Uche. I do appreciate your support. Uchena Okowi, I also do appreciate your support. John, I do appreciate your support. To other cherished commenters under my previous posts. God richly bless us all. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Until you meet again, it's bye for now.